Division II, we had a chance, John Kidd and myself had a chance to head to Joe Louis Arena yesterday. We have two of our Detroit Red Wings who are proud alums of both the schools competing in the Division II state finals. Justin Ablocator played football at Muskegon Mona Shores, and Danny DeKaiser did not play hockey at Warren De La Salle because he studied at De La Salle, and he was in Ford Field the last time De La Salle played for a state championship in 2008. The fumble, against Muskegon in that one. And in fact, they lost to Muskegon in well, maybe the fumble was 06.
Right.
Okay. But he was in the field. He was still in school for that one as well. 06 and 08, despite anything, they were two tough losses to Muskegon for Warren De La Salle. So we had a chance to talk to them. Ablocator, of course, he thinks Mona Shores is going to drop 42 on De La Salle. He really called it. And of course, DeKaiser believes that his Pirates will pull it out. I think he said 21-14 or something of that nature. We'll check that out when you watch state champs. You'll get to see those guys talking about it. Yeah. So, but here we go. Division II, Muskegon, Mona Shores. The question is, and again, we're here the day before Thanksgiving. What have you heard about Tyree Jackson?
I was texting Mac Koziak, and he was telling me that it's probably going to be ready. But you have to wonder, if you dislocated your knee and you're going to play 6 days later, okay, let's say you're healthy enough to play. You can't be 100%. No. And a lot with Tyree Jackson, how good he is his mobility.
His ability to run the ball.
Well, yeah, not only that, but the fake the run and then drop pass back and pass. I mean, so much depends on him being, the athlete that he is. If he slowed down, let's say he plays at, just throw out a number, 85%. That's going to really limit their offense, I think, in just his quickness and how he eludes tacklers. Now, they're still very good. I mean, Deontay Moffitt's a very good running back. They have other weapons they use. They showed it in that game against Harrison where they had to use their second and then third string quarterback. I don't think Mona Shores is short of athletes. That's not my point here. I just think a playmaker like Tyree Jackson, who is one of the best, he's one of our Final Four in Mr. Football. I think if he slowed down a little bit, I think that's going to hurt them.
Yeah, I mean, they had to go for two after the game because both their holders were knocked out of the game. They didn't have anybody who could hold the ball for funny? PAT. But
that'll teach you. Make sure you have a third string holder next time.
It's been an amazing run for them. There's no question. They've
phenomenal. I mean, even the people. I was talking to Ron Pesch, the historian for the Michigan High School Athletic Association, who lives in North Muskegon, is just in the middle of all this fervor that takes place every fall in the Muskegon area. And he said the people around town are just like flabbergasted at the success that Mona Shores have had this year.
There's no question. So, I mean, that means a lot.
Oh, yeah.
When you are that quote-unquote team of destiny and you're, achieving things and alum are coming out of the woodworks, it took over 50 years for them to even get into the playoffs, let alone they won a playoff game finally. They lost last year and have been on this run. I think it's amazing.
I think what gets lost here, too, in talking about St. Mary's and their good defenses, is how well Mona Shores' defense has played throughout the playoffs. And they held Midland Dow to 14 points. They held Caledonia to 14 points. They've really been strong defensively. And I've seen De La Salle play a number of times this year. They're not a juggernaut offensively. They get you first downs. They score enough to win. Last week they did whitewash Southfield 31-7. That got out of hand early in that game. Southfield's kicking game really did them in, or lack thereof. I don't see De La Salle scoring a lot in this game. I think the 21-14 that DeKaiser said is probably pretty close.
Yeah, with all that said, I'm going Joey Ballgame.
Joey Ballgame.
The quarterback for De La Salle, who has been...
I like that.
Yes, who has been really incredible and is a guy that's not afraid to run. Tough kid. Has made some great passes. And De La Salle is a team right now that is playing as well as anyone.
They really are.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put them... Let's go to the top, the Division I we'll talk about in a second. If you put De La Salle against Clarkston, I think that would be one hell of a football game.
I think it would be a great. I am going Warren De La Salle to finally get that elusive
I'm going
state
with the
title.
Pilots. Yeah, so they can join the other three. Because St. Mary's and CC and Brother Rice have won state titles out of the Central Division. De La Salle has not. now they can join the party.
I mean, can you imagine if you do have St. Mary Catholic Central, whether it's Lance Catholic or West Catholic, or
you could have 7 private schools winning
and a
state
lot of
titles.
Catholic schools winning state titles. That would be very impressive.